Good evening, Gills fans, and welcome back to Gills in the Blood TV. Just a quick one tonight, a little piece on the early goings on in the early part of our transfer window, really. Most of you are probably aware that upon the news a few weeks ago that Adrian Pennock was going to be staying on next season, I wasn't entirely excited. That's probably an understatement. The fact that I was happier with Peter Taylor coming in as director of football than Ady's appointment as head coach sort of probably summed it up quite well. But credit where credit's due. Today, ONeill has arrived, a right back who can also play right midfield, it seems, on a 2-year deal. Has been released from Southend. Looks a solid enough signing. Couple of bits floating around on social media about him that works hard, likes to get stuck in, good on his pro. Might not be the best technically, but for me, he ticks all the right boxes. Seems like a decent sort of steady addition, which is what we want. I think after last season when we went down the route of big names and it didn't really work, did it? Let's be honest, it turned out horrendously. I think we'd all be quite happy with a season of steady progress, a good start, and see where that takes us. And I think ONeill represents a decent addition. Obviously, he's not the first one. The first one that arrived was Lacy from Yeovil Town, who won pretty much all their Player of the Year awards at their end of season due, which is great to see. Similarly to Mark Byrne, who did it at Newport before arriving last season. I thought he stepped up admirably. Yeah, both of a good age. I think ONeill's 25. Lacy has literally just turned 24 in the last few days. So they both have decent experience in the Football League, but they both have years ahead of them still, which is good, and more improvement in them, you'd hope. So in terms of that, they both look very good additions. And clearly, they're areas that we need. Yes, Peter Taylor is director of football, and he's probably identifying the replacements to come in. But I'm pretty sure Ady Pennock's had some input into it. I don't think it'd be solely Peter Taylor's job. I'm sure Ady has had to go, look, Peter, we need X and Y to come in such and such an area. And at the moment, I don't think we can fault either of them. Ady's obviously done that. We need a right back because Ryan Jackson's left, and we've got one in quite early doors, which is good. We clearly need centre halves. A couple of people on Twitter have today said that a blind man could identify that we need players at centre half, but blind man could have said that last season, and we didn't replace John Egan, and we went through the season sort of stumbling around with various systems and various partnerships, and it never really worked, and that's probably a big reason why we struggled so badly defensively. So credit where credit's due, I think, is the bottom line in this one. Adrian Pennock seems to be identifying the areas that need sorting out quite quickly, and Peter Taylor, fair play to him, he's going out and trying to get the players. So Lacy in, ONeill in, and also Gabriel Zakuani might still be coming in. There was a mysterious Snapchat that he put up last week, signing a contract. It seemed to be confirmed by a few people that would know that it was in either the chairman's or the secretary's office at Gillingham Football Club, so that's good. And hopefully when he returns from international duty with Congo, that might get announced as well. So that would be good experience, and another centre half in, and that would be 3 before we've even hit July, which is a promising sign. So despite all his issues last year and all his criticism that was levelled at him, Adrian Pennock, from myself included, I think in terms of the transfer window, it's been a promising start. I'm not going to run away myself and get too excited yet, but he seems to at least be identifying the problem areas and getting them looked at as quickly as possible. So fingers crossed it continues and we can get some more good additions in and go from there. Anyway, thanks for listening. Thanks for all the support. Thanks for getting us past 400 subscribers. Overwhelming still. And until next time, up the Gills.